Not that you have a guess, this is like a drum.
Abimbola Peperempe, hey Peperempe, sugar, 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 sugar. What up, guys? What's going on?
Hi guys.
Did I even wait? Wait, come back inside here. Let me introduce you or something like that.
Can we rewind? Let's start again.
This is my adopted son.
Hi guys.
This is Damola, aka Stylist Toba.
Oh shit.
AKA the shows you see on Danny. Now in this style.
Call me.
It's his work. It's the work that he do. He do it. Not always of peace of mind because I hunt him. At least until we're done with production. But for some reason he always come back.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Why do you always come back?
Because people like what I do and the money is not even, it's not that bad.
It's a lie. You say I'm his helper.
And you're my helper.
Guys, please excuse this setup here. Damola came to visit me, we're gisting, and I said, we're gonna shoot a video. He said no, he's not ready. Speaking English up and down the whole place. Don't nobody listen. I said we're gonna shoot a video. So please, we didn't have too much time to set up. We just bring camera. You see, I'm showing you my kuluba. This is the way it is. Damola is not happy because usually his best foot is always forward. Yeah. And today he just came to chill, so he's like, Bimbo, this shirt is not working, it's B. Let's shoot this video tomorrow. I said, who's waiting for you to go and dig so? Anyway, now ask me that am I wearing this shirt? I say it's not. That am I not gonna wear my wig? I say it's you people. See finish, it's our name. What we're talking about today is a very interesting something. I saw something on Instagram, as per usual. And you know, I decided I'm going to sit down here and have this conversation, and Damola is going to be included in it. So I don't know the originator, but this is what it reads. Hashtag worst thing done. Worst thing done. That's the hashtag. I had dated this guy for some years, and deep within me wanted to marry him. He loved me too, but he wasn't sure whether or not to settle down. We were both ready to settle and spend the rest of our lives together. However, he was being unreasonable. Then my intuition, look at that, drew my attention to certain. Last week I put out a video, or 2 weeks ago, when I was talking about checking your husband's phone and how women are blessed with intuition. When I say no, I don't get. Not people say intuition, they draw them to conclusion. Hold on. Then my intuition drew my attention to certain sudden changes. He was chatting and seeing another girl, a very pretty lady. Makes me to wonder, auntie, is you not pretty?
Pretty enough, yeah.
But okay, insecurity is insecurity, so period. My chances with him were becoming slim. So I drugged his drink.
Wow.
That one night at his home, with ketamine. He even told you the drug. If you use this
that
thing,
is you're telling
I'm
people.
not telling you people to go and buy this drug. Joe. I had as much unprotected rides, in inverted commas, sex with him as I could, and then cleaned him up. This actors race and men's race in law. You know, when you premeditate it and then you now commit the act. So she thought about it. She now drugged him, and she now acted on it. She now finished and then she cleaned him up. The moment he woke up, I left his place. I got pregnant, and knowing him, he went ahead to do the right thing, to ask for my hand in marriage, because he didn't want to raise a child outside marriage. We've done 8 years already as husband and wife. I love the way he treats me as his wife. I love the way he treats and he loves his kids. I love the way he loves me. He calls me so many times a day to check on me. He helps me cook, clean, and train the kids. He allows me so much time to rest. What I did may have been wrong, but I got the result I needed. And it brought out the best in him too. I guess he will never know because he don't know this.
Yeah.
I love my husband. I will do anything to make him realize that. Bam. That's what we're talking about today.
Okay.
The madness that is human beings. The desperation that is human beings. For this need for love.
Is it really that? Like
That I don't. So I'm trying to break it down, Damola, in like different parts. Yeah. You were dating this guy. Your intuition told you, light bulb is cheating on me. You find out he's actually cheating on you. Or she didn't say cheating. She said talking and singing. And then again, it's pretty lady. So you drug him. Have sex with him against his will, which is rape.
rape?
When people always say women, I say men too are raped. You rape him because you have sex with him that wasn't consensual.
Yeah.
Numerous times, as you said.
No, does that mean that she drugged him numerous times?
No. So what it is when you're drugged, right? You're not dead. You're just unconscious.
Yeah.
And if you're a man or a woman, it still means that
You might get an erection.
you will.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, it's just the same way that there are some people that, if you follow most rape cases, or you just, anyways, if a woman is drugged and she's unconscious, and someone rapes her, there are men that argue that even though she was unconscious, she was wet.
Wow. So,
Because you're alive, so your body is responding to stimulus.
so they had like multiple rounds and stuff. Wow.
So she raped him
Super.
numerous times, cleaned him up after, so you made it not look like as if nothing had happened. Waited for him to wake up. Babe, I'll see you later.
Bounced.
And then bounced. And then a few weeks after,
Got pregnant.
babe, I'm pregnant. And being the man that he is, like you knew he would, because you are God and you have aligned everything together. He now says he's gonna marry you, and 8 years after, my dear, you are disturbed.
The question is, how does she sleep at night?
That's the first question. How long do you think this bubble is going to last for? Because you see, what you have done now is not going to catch you now, but it's going to catch you in front, and that's the honest truth. And guys, I'm not shaking for her. It's a factual
Some
statement.
people argue that karma is not real. Like some people they go about their lives like nothing bad will happen. She will have like a happy marriage and she'll be okay. It's just be gist.
Okay, but now this is my question. I'm not saying karma, but she played God.
Yeah, she did. Well, but she was lucky.
No, is that what you call luck?
But because she said that the guy is a feminist man, he trains.
Yes, great. And so for 8 years she's had bliss. Does she know the turbulence she's about to?
This is Nigerian.
Uh,
But she didn't. But this story didn't have any bad. It didn't have any.
because she's still living in the bubble now.
Okay.
Let's find out 8 years from now where she's at.
Okay. So what are we telling people now? Like, are we asking them if this is?
So I'm asking you guys first of all, does it make sense? To what extent do people do this kind of madness? How would you, a grown woman, the man technically married you out of what? Goodness of his heart.
No, but I think like since
He
she was
loved
pregnant,
her.
he loved.
Oh,
her.
nobody's disputing that.
She
But
was
at the end
still
of the
married,
day,
and she was
he's
the one-
obviously
she's one of
a
the
person
problem.
of good value,
Yeah.
right? And so he's like, this is my, this is,
what
he
happened.
feels obligated, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you get what I
I
mean.
do.
Of course, he dated her. So for him to have dated her, obviously, he definitely did love her. But then for him to have also been having conversations with another lady, he was weighing his options.
But it was her insecurity. She didn't.
She didn't confirm. No, but my point is whether you confirm or didn't confirm.
Let's just
You saw
imagine that,
something and
yeah.
then you acted on that.
She played dirty, Sha.
So when is enough enough? And now you think this bliss is going to last. So my question is this bliss going to last? How many of you have done things to the point of no return? How? I don't.
But like, I thought that even trapping the man with a baby doesn't even work anymore. Like.
That's what I'm saying, because she knew that this particular one
this
was
one is like
raised right. Because there's no guarantee. Don't be
Let's
out
not try
there
that
putting
out
yourself
there,
one chance. 2019. Our Lagos
Niggas
boys.
still ain't shit.
You see that? Like, what? They are not
Niggas
ashamed.
go bounce, no scoopies, no nothing. You raise him.
Screw. Guy is gone.
Okay.
It's no guarantees. You get pregnant. Ain't no man gonna stay with you if you don't want to. Don't do that. You trap someone. You intentionally trap someone.
But that love can be sweet. That's because I've seen real love, and I know that the kind of love I want is like reciprocal, like 50-50. You love me, I love you, and we decided on doing this kind of.
It's crazy.
love.
So, for example, let me give you an example. I know of a story of a guy and a girl that they met together while they were in lag, and they were dating and whatever it was, and either or she did the same thing as well, right?
Really?
So she got pregnant from him.
But she didn't recognize.
And no, she didn't. They had the child, right? And somewhere along the line, obviously, they broke it off. And maybe like for about 8 years, they were not together. And then eventually they came back together. Now they have 2 more children. So in total now they have 3 children.
Oh, that's cute.
That's a one-off.
Really, that's a wonderful.
There's no guarantee. And I know some will say that, oh, but come on, be practical here. After they've been happy for 8 years, so they'll probably still be together for another 8 years. But her conscience will never be clear. She will always be paranoid. Auntie just stated here that he calls her several times in a day. 8 years after, you're still counting how many times he calls you.
But if you were okay, someone came to you as the guy, would you, is this grounds for annulment? Would you tell him to okay, like the whole marriage?
So if he found out.
Like he found out and he comes to you.
Of course it's grounds for annulment. Let me give you an example. There was a story that was going on years ago about this Chinese man that married this beautiful Chinese lady, right? And they had kids, and the kids were ugly. And he couldn't understand why. I'm a good looking man. My wife is good looking as well. Was the issue. So my G went to go and do HI private eye. And they said he discovered what she genuinely looked like before. Apparently she had done surgery and worked on her entire face and body. And so he sued her to court. Yeah.
Wow.
That she falsified everything. That this is not who she really was. Deceit,
yeah.
Yeah.
That one is like deceit by omission.
Which omission?
It's omission.
She knew what she was doing.
But it didn't come up now. Why would she have told me that, okay, I was ugly before and I had work done?
Well,
is that a conversation you should have before getting married?
I think a lot of conversations should be had before getting married. That's another topic for another day.
That's really another topic. All this deceit by omission, because people say all these things like, okay, sexuality and all this, oh, I'm into different kind of things, but you won't say it. You just get married.
You're not married. You're not tell you that you want to enter the back door.
Yeah.
You now say, what? From where? And it's like, yeah, something I've always liked. Can't you remember the time when I mentioned it? You know what? Let's move into that quickly. We still have some time. So the story I read to you guys, please let me share your thoughts in the comments below, because this auntie is unwell. And if I know who she is, I'm going to get her arrested. It's just not right. You can't force people to love you, and you can't force someone to want to stay with you. Eventually, there'll be cracks. And auntie, this same intuition, I'm sure if you open the intuition again, you will see the cracks already. It's not sustainable. There's no point to it. How do you force someone or make someone stay with you against their will? It's not dirty. It's honest. It's pure. It's vulnerability. Anyways. So let me know in the comments below. Now let's move to this thing that you're talking about people don't have conversations.
Yeah.
First of all, let me give you a good example. Skinny Girl and Trousers season 5. Yeah?
Yeah.
People were coming for Tiwa Mide. How don't they have conversations about these kind of things before they got married? They don't know how many children they want to have. They don't know this, they don't want to that. Let me bust your brain. A very sweet girl of mine sent me a message today. And she was telling me about her friend who is in her 30s, early 30s, and has been dating her boyfriend for 3 years. And so of recent, she's at that point where she's ready to get married and have kids. So she's been dropping hints. Like, I can't wait to get married. I can't wait to have children. And then when she now said the children, the guy had to call her that. Come on. You keep talking about these children.
I don't want kids.
I don't want kids. Ever. And she's thrown aback. And she calls my friend to be whining. And my friend said, you are mad. How you going to date a guy for 3 years? And you have never had a conversation about kids. I'm telling you guys that people genuinely don't have conversations about things that matter. People get so wrapped up with love emotions and feelings that you lose sight. Let me tell you how it can be so easy. Damola and I decide today that we're in love.
Yeah. Love.
And we choose to start dating each other, right? And so from the minute we start dating, we have maybe certain common grounds and understanding of certain things, which is, I love you, you love me.
Yeah.
If at any point in time I feel some type of way, I will let you know. And the relationship starts. So there's always I love you. I was so angry today. What you said to me hurt me. Work was so beautiful. So you're moving on in life, but you're not addressing
the call.
the
real
core
issues.
things. And most people are not addressing them simply because of fear. Most people don't want to bring up this thing to they're like, it's too heavy. We just started dating. My question to you is, when do you think you should address it? I'm the kind of chick that the minute I'm aware of your intentions towards me, I'm not going to let you know what my intentions are and then late on the line.
But you can't know it. You can't.
No, you can't know everything.
Yeah.
But you can say your own bits. I'm the kind of person that I will tell you from the jump, right? Once I'm aware of your intentions.
So like, okay, are you telling me like if you're dating someone, you give them your, like, you let them know everything? Like, some people keep some things just in case it doesn't work out.
Yes, some things, but not major things. For example, major is the fact that we start dating. I'm jumping into I would like to, it's the same as people, I like to have all boys. I mean, I have no control over the sex, but whatever it is, all boys would be great. But if not, 2 kids. I ain't going beyond with 2 kids. Okay. I'm fine with 2 kids.
All those ones are still like little minor.
Minor, but I'm telling you now that people have been dating for 3 years.
Okay, true. And
they've not had the conversations. I have a friend who is married and they've had a kid. She wants a second one. And so she's like, okay, and her husband is like, you are joking, right? From the jump I told you I only wanted 1 child. And she's like, and she thought he was just saying that in passing.
You know, like all like you can't really see it. Like, what if we've been dating, we've been having like steady everything, like, and I just bring up this, oh, you know, like, it's a fetish of mine that to try it now. Is that grounds for breakup? Is that grounds for? This is like 2 years into the relationship. It's something it has been in my mind, like at the back of my mind.
No, but that's different, right? So at least he lets you know. So
what if after marriage? Okay, what if I didn't say it until after marriage?
And that's when it's not like, Uncle, I would be worried. I won't lie to you.
You'd be worried in what sense?
If you like something from the jump, we've been dating and we've been sexually active before we got married. Why didn't you let me know this was a preference of yours or a fantasy of yours? But then the point with that is that fantasies can change. Someone that is into schoolgirls today, tomorrow can be into nurses. Do you get what I mean? So to me, that's different. Those are fantasies. I'm talking about solid things that can break a foundation.
Okay.
How many kids? Okay. If you would ever want a threesome.
Yeah.
That's if you fancy house girls.
Yeah, if you are bisexual.
If you are bisexual.
Yes, that is very key.
If I want to live on the island and you want to live on the mainland.
Please, that one is not.
It is. You will be shocked how many people, how many families and boyfriends and girlfriends and even relationship it's ruined.
So, like,
it
island, mainland.
Let me tell you why it is. Because you would not realize how much of a preference something is to you until you start to have a conversation about it. Let me give you an example. I've lived on the mainland all my entire life. The past 5 years I've lived on the island because of work and the convenience of it. And the convenience cannot be overemphasized, right? So by the grace of God, I would pray that when I finally get married, we find somewhere on the island because work is here. Everything I know right now in terms of how I've been able to start my adult life is on the island. If I marry someone that wants to live on the mainland, it will be a rude adjustment. First of all, it will mean that the luxury of me waking up at 5 to go to the gym, which is just 5 minutes away from my house, would be cut off. So my gym time is no longer existing because instead I will wake up and be in traffic trying to get from the mainland to the island. My entire life is changed. So which can lead to resentment. So my point is conversations that need to be had. Now, you people will find a middle ground, hopefully. But the point is at least it's a conversation that you're having prior to.
Yeah, true that. True.
Not after we marry, you're not telling me that the house that you're bought for us to move into.
So this is why are you so do you believe in like people dating for about like 6 months? Like, do you think you can cover all these things?
I genuinely don't believe it's how long. I believe it's how well.
Like, so, how soon do you start asking the hard?
With the way people get so carried away right now with so much emotion, I'll say as soon as possible. And if the person can't handle it, then the person can't. No, really, first of all, for you to be choosing to be dating someone, it means that you guys must be most likely like-minded to an extent.
But I thought we're in the era where we teach people to love, like how to like.
No, how to love is totally different from saying that both of you have the same mindset and the same fact that both of you have the same goals. If I'm choosing to date someone today, I'm not even talking about marriage because I feel like we have a certain understanding, right? There's a certain thing that we have in common. Is it that in the way we think, it's in our decision making, it's in our analogy of things, right? So it means that you also understand that I'm a very direct person. You can either handle that directness or you can't. So at times when I'm not, it's something that would worry you. Like, Bimbo, it seems like there's something on your mind. Say it, and I'm like, no, don't worry, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to accept it. No, say it. Now, you know you like to express yourself. Express yourself. Doesn't necessarily mean that he needs to be an expressive person, but he understands that.
Yeah, okay.
So you need to be with someone that at least can get you to an extent. And then you start having hard. I'm 32. Hey, where will they date? We're not going to talk. Guy, yo, I'm hoping that by the time I'm 35, by the grace of God, all things being equal, ceteris paribus.
I'll
have had like 2 children by the grace of God. I don't want to be in my 40s and I'll be chasing children up and down. I will pray that by the time in my 40s, at least I have a 3-year-old or at least a 4-year-old. You know, God willing, but I don't want to be that. Oh, by the grace of God, I would like that, you know, our children do their schools all up here. Everything here. By the grace of God, provide for us when it's time for uni. We send them over here. I definitely know that I want my children to go to boarding house, and then he can be like, "Oh, I'm not really into boarding house," and I'm like, "Okay, babe, when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it." But I'm letting you know now how I feel. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm not necessarily keen on it, but depending on what boarding house is open and available."
Brings it back to this my same question, like how I hear people get married like after knowing each other for about 3 months. There's no how you can cover all like. You feel like you can cover like all the hard.
You definitely can't. There are even people that when they're married, they're still figuring things
like
out.
They still find out some new habits.
Yes, but that's habits. I'm talking about, like I said, the core foundational.
Even core foundational thing.
How can you dating someone for 3 months and you're about to marry and you don't know that the person wants?
But there are people that have like double families. Like people like a guy will marry like you have like a wife and kids abroad, and you still come here and have like is that not still core enough?
No, but that's different from talking.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, sorry. I'm not that specific.
That's different. I don't know if you get what I mean. Auntie that chose to marry in here, did you not do your investigation? And the truth is this: most people that they're married there and come and marry you, the people that they marry are always away.
No.
Hold
Really?
Are you talking about Nigerian people?
So you think that somebody will intentionally marry someone that's knowing that he has like a whole other family somewhere else?
See, everybody's beneficial interest is very different.
Oh.
He has a whole family in America, but
this idea of love, like people have their own different.
They do.
Like
that's why they say that you do the one that you can carry.
Well, true.
What I can't carry, you might be able to carry it. What you can't carry, I might be able to
carry.
Carry
a lot of things, obviously.
I can carry a lot of things.
You like mine?
So we should marry. How you beat?
I'm not ready yet.
Anyways, guys. Just wanted you guys to catch a glimpse of Damola.
Yeah, I think
we've spoken about 2 things. It might have seemed all over the place, but I feel like it's relevant right now. I think it's important that when you're dating someone, like I said, I don't think it's how long, I think it's how well. Meaning that even in the littlest of times, you can take that little time to just be intentional and talk about and address certain issues that are important to you. It's the same way that someone will say that you've been dating someone for 3 months and you didn't know the person was Muslim. Are you dreaming?
I know that one is
how can you know? But you'll be shocked.
I just feel like people should just ask, like this climate now, there are questions that you need to be
asking
I don't from the jump.
The minute you start talking to me, and oh my god, you're so cute, so this, and I'm like, sorry, I'm a very curious person, so please feel free. I always like to call it the Q&A question game. Anybody that's spoken to me before, if you're on here, you can testify to it.
1 year.
I said if you're on here,
okay,
I'll ask you a question. I call it let's play question and answer.
Yeah. Have you been in love?
Have you been married? Have you been married? What are your take on this? What do you think about this? If you were put in this situation, what is it? Have you ever been this? Would you compromise on this?
It just takes a night to know all these things.
Not necessarily a night.
Like it just takes like
it's a build up of things. And I always tell you, if as I'm asking you, please feel free to ask me back. I just want to know, so that I know whether I'm wasting my time or if it's something I want to progress with.
True.
It's very simple. It's 2019, man. Don't waste your time. Don't sleep on the rock.
Yeah.
Understand me? Be intentional. Be intentional about everything. You shouldn't be wasting your time. If it's not worth it, if it's not something you want to proceed. And this auntie Tony raped her husband. Oh my god. See, I'm sweating. It's hot. I don't have energy. Just let me know what you guys think at the bottom. Because I can't believe somebody to think that she now sat down and even wrote it and then put it on the internet. It's just ridiculous. You just confessed to a crime.
Yeah.
Punishable and arrestable by law. You're very silly.
It's not that deep.
Your husband can leave you for that.
Really? It's not that like. Let's use our words now.
How? When does how desperate?
What's the line?
When do you say enough is enough? If you knew he was the one for you, you should have let God make a way. You took matters into. Alright guys, share the comments below.
Yeah. Ciao.
Peace out. See you guys on the next one. Happy Mola. Sugar. Come on.
Come on the line for me. You gotta open up your vibe for me. Bust my mind for me. Catch a vibe all night. I know that's what you like. Be sipping on the Hennessy.